Napoli put in a dominant performance against an increasingly deflated Fiorentina, as David Neres, Romelu Lukaku and Scott McTominay made them sole Serie A leaders. The Partenope had the opportunity to go clear at the top of the table, as Atalanta and Inter are in Saudi Arabia for the Supercoppa Italiana, but Kavica Kvaratskhelia, Matteo Politano and Alessandro Buongiorno were all out injured. The Viola had slipped down the standings after back-to-back defeats, but clawed their way back to a 2-2 draw at Juventus. Danilo Cataldi was not at 100%, with Lucas Martinez Quarta and Cristiano Biraghi frozen out pending transfers, so Rafael Palladino switched to a three-man defense. See how it unfolded on the live blog. Matthias Oliveira had the ball in the net on 15 minutes, but was offside before the give-and-go with Romelu Lukaku inside the penalty area. David De Gea got down to parry a strike from Leonardo Spinazzola, who was moved into the trident attack, and Napoli were pinning the hosts back. The deadlock was broken when David Neres started the run from midfield, combined with Lukaku to hold off Fabiano Parisi and Luca Ranieri, firing into the roof of the net from a tricky angle with his weaker right foot. Fiorentina had equalized on 35 minutes, but the goal was controversially disallowed by the referee for handball. Moise Kean certainly controlled the Ricardo Sottle cross with his chest, but it might have bounced onto his wrist before firing in from 10 yards. VAR footage was not extremely clear, but the original call had to stand. After the restart, Matias Moreno got into a terrible muddle at the byline when trying to prevent a corner, getting robbed by Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa and bringing down the midfielder for a penalty. Lukaku waited for De Gea to pick a side during a stuttering run-up before rolling it the other way. Fiorentina kept pushing, but saw a triple opportunity denied first by Alex Merritt on the Rolando Mandragora volley, then with the aid of Amir Rahmani for the Lucas Beltran follow-up. Eventually Beltran's header skimmed the upright. Instead, they were penalized for two costly errors. First, Dodo slipped to let Anguissa sprint away down the left, then Pietro Comazzo intercepted his cross for Lukaku, only to lay it off perfectly for McTominay to drill in undisturbed from 12 yards. Sottle was the last to give in, his curler flashing inches past the far post, but Fiorentina now have just 1 point from the last 4 Serie A rounds. There were concerns for Napoli when Matthias Oliveira limped off with a calf issue, though it might have just been cramp.